Welcome everyone to this Let's Play of Minecraft. We're in survival mode. It's going to be a very casual game. It's going to be a very casual approach to playing what is a wonderful game. Now this is the first episode of the second season of my Minecraft playthrough. Now we originally spawned on an island just over there, but being a rather small island, we made our way over here, and after a bit of rummaging around doing the usual punching of wood, we made ourselves this spectacular dirt mound to live in. Didn't last very long, it lasted one night, but that was enough. Of course, as the name suggests, we then spent some time mining. We found ourselves a small ravine down there, a small cavern. To keep us alive, we built ourselves a little farm because there are no animals on this island. So we did live by bread alone, because that's pretty much all we had the option for. We built ourselves a little beach hut. Nothing too grand, just something to keep us warm and dry. Now with the iron, we needed to make a holy bucket, which you can see right here in my toolbar. Brilliant. We dedicated the bucket on the high altar there, and finally we built ourselves a guardian for the island to take care of this holy site. And that was it. That was kind of it. Brilliant. Stuck on an island for the whole season. Yeah. So we had a choice. We could either go to the desert or we could go to the mainland. But what would we do when we got there? Well, I've been watching a lot of Kurt J. Mack's efforts to get to the far lands or bust. Now, there's absolutely no way I would ever get to the far lands. He's on episode 400 and still isn't there. So I thought, well, what could I do? Well, Kurt is avoiding going into every hole in the ground, every cavern, because obviously he's got far more important things to do. So I thought I would do a bit of exploring. I'm not a particularly good builder, as you can tell. I mean, even that was more or less copied from somebody else. So I thought we would do a walk to the far lands via every interesting cave, hole in the ground, dungeon, ravine, anything we could find. So basically, let's go explore. So I've got myself some armour, I've got myself some basic supplies, including this natty little boat. So let's go. Bye-bye, island. Stay safe with your guardian, and we will see you never again. So, first things first, we'll go and visit our flying donkey and say hello to some pigs. Cool. At last, off of our rather claustrophobic island, and, well, let's go and view our island from up here. Now, I have never been off the island, so I'm a bit, well, lost for words, I guess is the is the word. Well, here we are, investigating the world. I think we can make it a bit higher. Shush! Right. Well, there we go. This is the look back to our guardian, who is looking out to the sunrise and guarding the holy site. Well, take a look, because that's it. That is the last time we will see our island. So with that in mind, let's go and enjoy the sights. Now, we've been living on bread alone, so I think, ouch, these piggies, now you can see why we've been living on bread alone, because I'm better at cutting down the grass than I am pigs. Right, where did they go? There we go. Okay, that's how many we got there? We got 5. That'll do for now. So off we go. So where is the sun? The sun is just over midday, and we're heading off in this direction in search of adventure. Well, just exploring mainly, because I'm not a very good builder, so anything that involves building stuff, be it with just basic blocks or even with basic materials, stone, cobblestone, glass, anything like that, and I've never had any idea how to use red... God blimey, if only we'd known how many pigs there were, we'd have been living it up over here. Still, there we go. So off into the desert to begin with. I'd like to find some sheep to make a bed. I think I can make a bed. That shouldn't be too difficult. Even for me. Now, on our journeys, we are going to have large periods of blankness in front of us. So we're going to have something to talk about. And today's subject is going to be Ender's Game. Now, I watched that on DVD a couple of nights ago, and to be honest, I'm glad I got it on cheap DVD rental, because I didn't think it was that good. It's really a mixture of Starship Troopers, Harry Potter, and a little bit of The Last Starfighter, if you've seen that lovely 80s film. Harrison Ford did a pretty good job of his character. He's a rather red-faced general or admiral in the so-called Earth Fleet or whatever it was. But the rest of the characters really didn't do so well. They weren't really convincing. They were very... well, the hero, the chappie who was the... supposed to be the hero of the story. Oh, is there something else under there? Did we just fill up? Nope. Right. The little chap who was supposed to be the hero of the story spent most of his time crying. It just wasn't very convincing. A lot of the plot was rather forced, I thought. It was almost as if they'd had a very long film that someone had then cut up and taken out all the good bits, unfortunately. So that didn't work very well. Looks like we're going to need a boat. So first thing we're going to need is a workbench. So let's put out our workbench. Let's make ourselves a boat. Take back our workbench. Now, if I remember correctly, I think it's supposed to be a film of a book. Well, I mean, most of these things are films of books. But the book was probably a heck of a lot better than the story in the film really portrayed. So if you haven't seen the film and you've seen the book and you think the book's really, 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 really great, then you might be disappointed by the film. On the other hand, if you haven't read the book, you might actually like the film. I find that the books are always probably better than these films, because you can use your own imagination to fill in what the film kind of cuts out or fixes, because obviously it's the director's imagination and not your own. So there we go. But some of the other films I've had, I tend to watch a lot of the science fiction films, as you can guess from just that one sample, I guess. I've got a few sort of no-name brand films on order. I saw a very good... I like some of the sort of Japanese kind of robot films. They're actually quite fun. You watch with obviously subtitles, and eventually you kind of, you know, just tune out of the subtitles and just actually start enjoying the plot. And I saw one which was basically about a future where you could hire robots to be your maid or gardener or whatever it might be, but they were very, very realistic, these robots, and of course the authorities didn't want you getting too attached to your robot friends, so they all had a built-in time delay which would cause them to expire, which of course is much like all of the stuff we buy today, washing machines or whatever it might be. They all seem to have some kind of time delay built into them, so you have to go and build, or rather buy, something else to replace them. But in this particular film, the hero, who had a maid for a servant, fell in love with his maid, and it was really all about what this chap was going to do to save his maid from, well, deactivation. So that was a good film. If I can find it in my rentals list, I will put the description, link into it in the description. Well, seeing as I don't have a bed yet, I'm just going to have to wait out the night in this hidey hole. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.